Hello, and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK consolidates at the moment, still in this ongoing correction. There's no sign that LINK wants to participate in the Bitcoin rally at the moment, in the Ethereum rally. So still very much caught in the correction. Few people ask me about why did LINK not participate, or why is LINK not moving up aggressively as well? Well, see, my explanation would be simply because it hasn't completed its correction yet. The idea would be that we are still in the correction, and as you will remember from the last videos, my preference would be to still see a C wave down a little lower, or at least a little bit more of a pronounced extended correction, at least time-wise. So yeah, it seems to be still caught in the correction. Otherwise, it would have likely participated in the latest rallies. So LINK, if you remember, already rallied quite substantially, and that movement now just needs to be corrected. What's happening here is not bearish. This is simply, as it seems, a consolidation. And if you watch the last videos, then you'll know that I highlighted that if the wave 2 is a sharp correction, which it was, so you see it moved down quite a bit, and it was quite clearly a correction, a 3-wave structured correction, then yeah, the wave 4 is oftentimes, and this seems to be a wave 4 correction, it's oftentimes a sideways correction. Sideways corrections can be characterized by fake outs. They are often not as clear. Yeah. So the question then often comes up, okay, are we already in the 5th wave? Are we still in the 3rd? You know, what's going on? And that's often a question, and these are often questions that we deal with in a sideways correction, which just makes sense, because if the wave 2 is sharp, the wave 4 is often sideways. It's the guideline of alternation in Elliott wave. That's exactly what we see here unfold in real time. The wave 4 is likely still unfolding. It can take various patterns. There are so many different corrective structures that can play out. That's normal. Within a correction, these can transform. So far, however, I think it's pretty much worked out nicely. We were tracking here a 3-wave move down in an A wave. We are still tracking a potentially still unfolding B wave. Can still easily extend higher. One more high would certainly be possible in this C wave of B. To be honest, the move down looks very corrective. So yeah, it would suggest one more high, possibly into resistance. It can easily do that because the resistance area that we specified for this B wave ranges all the way up to $18.30. And that's the 1.38 Fibonacci retracement of the A wave down. And this, it's just typically a common, let's say a common target range or resistance range for a high B wave. So again, if it's an overshooting one or not cannot be predicted. All we can do is prepare for it, watch the microstructure, and above $18.30, however, I have to assume that the wave 4 already finished. So all of that is part of the assumption that we are in an unfolding diagonal pattern that should form 5 waves. I mean, the main question is the wave 4 already over? Okay. I have no evidence for that. So the primary scenario would be for a more pronounced wave 4, especially as the wave 2 took 1.5 months. The wave 4 so far, not yet. So there is actually more time not needed, but it's likely to see a little bit more time go by in this current correction. And in the microstructure, as long as we don't have evidence that this B wave is over, I have to expect a more extended B wave, because it was quite, I don't want to say it was quite shallow. It actually reached the 88.7 retracement, which is for a so-called flat structure, which oftentimes appears in a wave 4. That's a common target. However, cryptos like to do these overshooting B waves. So yeah, I wouldn't rule out possibly even for it to reach here the $17 level. That's the 100% extension. If I look at the subdivisions of this correction, the $17 level would still be an ideal target. But yeah, it's reached the resistance area. So I'm just basically watching for signals that the B wave is over. Until then, it can still continue to push higher. Evidence that the wave B is over would be a break below, at least initial evidence would be a break below $14.28. Better evidence, a break below $12.90. And really, really micro support is at $15.30. That support did hold so far, but that's only micro support. So a break below that level indicates, very early indication, would indicate that the B wave is over, but really only the earliest indication. More reliable would be a break below $14.30, and then it will be confirmed with a break below $12.90. And the overall support area here ranges all the way down to $9.50, $9.75 is the fib level, and $9.50 structural support. That's my update about Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.